Greetings, Varlet, and welcome to another Rosario Rants, where I speak aloud my thoughts on Warhammer and wargaming in general. Yes, finally, we got a new model for the Huron Blackheart, leader of the Red Corsairs. Probably one of the most compelling Space Marine characters since... well, ever, really. Fight me on that. But let's check it out. Seriously? This is Huron Blackheart? Varlets, never meet your heroes. I mean, look at him. He just looks like an Ogren in power armor. And what's with the axe? Yes, I know he's supposed to have an axe, but he's supposed to be a pirate also. Why wouldn't you make him look like one? Give him a cool power saber. And why? Oh, the chaos ornamentation. Huron doesn't even like chaos. He just uses it because he needs to. So why would he have it adorning his armor? It just makes him look like every other generic Chaos Space Marine. Which reminds me, Varlets, we really need to have a chat. I know that GW is stuck with the division between the Loyalists and Traitor studies. What with them being all they ever focus on, Xenos be damned. However, I'll let you know a little secret. Not all traitors worship chaos. Shocker, I know. So why do we keep ignoring the fact that there's actually a third faction of Space Marines? One that I think is way more interesting than the other two. Renegade Space Marine. For those of you who don't know, Renegade Space Marines are Astartes who betrayed or were cast out by the Imperium for one reason or another that doesn't have anything to do with worshipping chaos. They are the perfect gray zone for players who may not like the way the Imperium does things, or that find Chaos Space Marines to be a little too murdery for their liking. And the biggest example of these have always been the Astral Claws, or as they're known today, the Red Corsairs, led by none other than Huron Blackheart himself. These Space Marines betrayed the Imperium because they were not receiving the support needed to fight the Xenos and Chaos forces within their assigned sector, known as the Badab sector, thus sparking the Badab War. Think of the Badab War as a redo of the Horus Heresy, only this time with a much more compelling narrative and villain. But this is in the lore channel, so if you want to dive into a story similar to the Horus Heresy but done better, then check out Arch's playlist on it. He goes into an insane amount of detail, which is great since the books on the Badab War are actually very hard to come by. But the Red Corsairs aren't the only Renegade Space Marine. No. We have examples such as the Flame Falcons, which were declared traitors due to a flaw in their gene seed that made them spontaneously combust. So they'd be on fire, but not be hurt by it. Obviously, to most onlookers, that would seem a little warpy. Or the Imperial Paladins, who were corrupted by an unknown Xenos race. And there's also the Relictors, who use Chaos weapons to fight Chaos itself, similar to a certain Space Wolf chapter master. However, they don't have the benefit of plot armor. There's plenty here to warrant its own miniature line, but I go one step further. There's actually at least two Traitor Legions that I believe slot very well into the camp of Renegade, so should be treated as such. Now hear me out. The Night Lords and the Iron Wars. And now yes, these two legions have plenty of Chaos representation in their ranks, but I'd say that marking them all down as Chaos Space Marines has never made any sense, at least not to me. The Night Lords have never gotten along with any of their brother legions, always outcasts and always doing their own thing. They've since become more like pirates in the galaxy, wishing to do what they wish, which has always been to despoil, pillage, and murder. They never did it out of some devotion to a chaos god. They did it because they liked it. And even some of them have a twisted form of morality, like the Night Hunter himself and Scimitar, the Chapter Master. So lumping them with the other Chaos Space Marines has always seemed a little weird to me. And let's not forget about the Iron Warriors, my favorite Chaos Space Marine Legion, at least aesthetically. Here and there with their stories, but definitely their look is superb. Gotta love that has a stripe pattern on their armor. So yes, they're known for the travesty that is the Democulaba, and if you want to have nightmares, go ahead and look that up, and have been featured prominently creating demon engines. But would you agree with me that it has never made much sense for the Legion as a whole to be Chaos related? Maybe some Iron Warriors would break rank and do their own thing since splitting with the Imperium, but I've never felt like the majority of the Legion would embrace Chaos wholeheartedly. The Iron Warriors, along with their Primar Perturabo, have always hated Chaos. Perturabo actually saw firsthand what Chaos can do to a person when it corrupted Fulgrim, and loathed what it had done to his brother, even feeling the very blade of betrayal at Fulgrim's hand when he used it against him. So why would he embrace something he hates so much? And let's not stop there. The Iron Warriors themselves are known for removing any form of Chaos mutation from their bodies and replacing them with cybernetics. Why would a faction that is known for such disdain for Chaos be lumped in with it? That's why seeing the models of these Space Marines, the Iron Warriors, Night Lords, and even the Red Corsairs sport Chaos iconography has never sat right with me. It sucks that these characters and factions, with their own nuances, are being lumped in with the Chaos brand. Renegade Space Marines deserve their own style. Like, why can't the Red Corsairs actually look like pirates? I mean, it's in their name after all. Give us sabers, some ostentatious pirate coats, and cybernetic limbs. Maybe even add a little bit more decoration and filigree onto their armor. Something like a rogue Traitor, but Space Marine edition. Or how about giving us Iron Warriors who actually embrace technology wholeheartedly, who implement Xenos tech into their armor and arsenal? And please, let's just separate the Night Lords from Chaos. They're already crazy enough as it is, so let them be their crazy, murdering selves. But what do you Varlets think? Do you think there's enough of a difference between Traitors and Renegades to merit their own models? Do you agree or disagree with my thoughts on the Night Lords and the Iron Warriors? And what do you think of Huron Blackheart's new MIDI? Let me know in the comments. I've been Interrogator Rosario at Tassate Inquisitor Markham of the Odd Hereticus, and I'm signing out from the Grimdark feature. Bye-bye, Varlets, and remember that one must know thy enemy to know thyself. Hey, if you like what you heard, then please feel free to say so in the comments, or hit me up on Instagram at RosarioUSArt. And don't forget that I stream every week on Twitch, which is also at RosarioUSArt. Come join the fun.